What does 20th century sociologist Erving Goffman have to do with the possible war between Russia and the Ukraine? So if you don't follow world events that much, you might not know, but Ukraine is an Eastern European country that borders Russia. It used to be part of the Soviet Union. Right now, Russia has massed 100,000, 150,000 troops on the northern and eastern borders of Ukraine, and lots of people say an invasion of Ukraine by Russia is imminent. But it hasn't happened yet, and the best way to prevent war in a situation like this is diplomacy. Well, what is diplomacy? Diplomacy is the artful use of communication to solve complex problems, often between adversaries. It's easy to look down on diplomatic language because it sounds like mere rhetoric or it sounds like political doublespeak. But actually, it's a very, very careful use of language where you have to choose your words so carefully so as not to offend either of these two adversarial parties and maybe lead to a war. But getting back to our friend Erving Goffman, the 20th century sociologist, he's most famous for defining the concept face. It's what we lose when we lose face. It's what we save when we save face. And in a confrontation like this between two proud countries, in order to find a solution, you'll often hear people talking about needing to find a face-saving solution. Goffman says face is the positive social value we claim for ourselves. But in a situation like this, when a country has to save face, face refers to sort of dignity, national pride, the national esteem. And so there has to be a solution that allows the adversarial parties to back away from a military confrontation while still saving face. So although we may look down on diplomats for using circuitous language or even using manipulative language or using language to create reality, if we're going to avoid what could be a catastrophic European war between Russia and Ukraine, between Russia potentially and lots of NATO countries, it's the diplomats who are going to make it happen. And if they make it happen, it will be because they found a face-saving solution for both parties. And that's how 20th century sociologist Erving Goffman has something to do with the war in Ukraine.